today I'm going to be installing this light bar up here. I just have it setting up there right now. I have those brackets just pinned in there so it stays. But this is just to get an idea of what it's going to look like once I get it up there. I definitely like how it looks. But it is just that right there. That's the brand. It's like Nightlight or whatever. And what I have here, this all came in the kit. There's this little like rubber gasket type thing that goes in between the screw and the roof, in between the mount and the roof there. And then the switch, it seems like a pretty heavy duty switch right there. I'm pretty happy with it, and I'll just probably make a spot for it in my dash. And then it has this harness here. I still don't know exactly what everything is, but it looks like it connects to your battery, and you have a relay, a fuse, and then it'll go to a switch and then the light bar. So seems pretty easy to do, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull the headliner in the truck just to see where I want to put these holes and make sure I don't drill through anything. And my headliner is already just nasty. I have the headliner out and it's just this kind of foam stuff right here, so I need to put a new one in anyway. So I'm gonna take all these little screws out and take this side trim out. Alright, so the camera battery ended up dying, but it's the next day, and what I did is I took the headliner out there and I actually drilled those holes in up there. Drilled a hole right there and on the other side over there, and got this bar mounted up, and it's pretty sturdy, stuck in there. I'll show you guys right over here. Turned out pretty good. For those of you who were wondering what I was gonna do with the bumper, I actually just got done welding that up and put it on there the other day. But I kind of had envisioned what I was gonna weld, so I had been planning on doing this for quite a while, and then I ended up getting the time to do it the other day. So I like how it turned out for sure, and it definitely makes that whole front end with that light bar and the bumper, it makes it look really, really good. But as for now, I'm gonna go ahead and start installing this wiring harness. What I did is ran the wire just through the roof right there. I cut another hole, or drilled another hole, and ran the wire behind that pillar just so I don't have to run it on the outside. And I'm gonna go ahead and hook this up to there, hook it up to the battery, and hook it up to the switch. So we'll go ahead and get to work on that. Alright guys, we're in business. We just got to mount this switch here, but you flip it on like that, and the light bar turns on. Obviously I need to get some night shots of it to see how good it works, but so far it definitely looks pretty bright. Alright, so here's what the switch is looking like right now. It actually has like a little blue, I don't know why it's not picking it up. It has a little blue light that shines on it. There we go. So I don't know if I need to disconnect that, like if it'll run my battery down or what, or if it'll eventually just shut off. But that right there is off, and then that right there is on. And what I'm thinking is I'll obviously have to unplug all these wires, which will be pretty easy. And I'm thinking about making a hole right there, just like a square hole, so I can stick this switch in right beside the radio right here. And hopefully I can do it without taking the dash off, because I would have to take this whole dash, the whole plate off and everything, just to get the hole done right there. So what I want to do is probably drill a hole, and then I'm going to try to jigsaw it out. So I'll get to work on that. Alright guys, so I got the switch wired in right here, and it's mounted pretty good. You just flip it on like that, flip it off like that, and then the blue lights, I like them, but if it's always on when my key is off, then I may end up having to go in and try to figure out how to turn that blue light off, or at least make it turn on once the truck's on. But what I did here is pretty stinking simple. But I have the positive wire hooked up right there, and then the negative wire, I just kind of scuffed up a spot underneath that bolt and ran the negative wire there, and then it has the fuse right there and the relay right there. I just mounted it right up next to one of these fuses for the truck, and then I ran the wires in there through the firewall, which I need to put that little rubber, I still have to put this little rubber piece in, but I just ran it in where I ran my sub wire through, and then I ran it up the pillar right there to the light bar, and then through that hole in the dash to the switch. And I'll go ahead and flip it on for you guys so you can see what it looks like. Alright, so obviously it's daytime, but that's what it's looking like right there. And then I'll try to get some night shots for you guys, but I'm pretty stoked with how it turned out.